Welcome to the Free Game Don D podcast, life, family, and business. Listen, today's topic is quality over quantity.
Yes, quality over quantity. Can you tell? Can you tell that I'm very excited to talk about this topic today? Well, one of the reasons why I'm so excited to talk about this topic is because it came up because it is our wedding anniversary
That's right.
today. And we are super excited. So shout out to the Does. Yes, honey. All about that love, baby. That good marriage, honey. Yes. But anywho, so as you all know, Donald and I have plenty of talks every day. We talk about a whole bunch of stuff. And we started actually talking about this yesterday. And so it carried over to today. And so we were talking about quality over quantity in regards to our relationship, right? So now, anyone who's new to the podcast, first of all, like and subscribe. Go ahead and push it.
Like and subscribe.
It's not gonna hurt, you know.
It ain't gonna hurt nothing to subscribe.
It's not gonna start no spam mail or anything like that. Just go ahead and like and subscribe, please. But we've been getting a lot of, happy anniversary, happy this, happy that. We're on social media and everything. So everyone is just giving us a whole bunch of love. And we were just kind of sitting back and talking about it. And in our exchange, we were concentrating mostly on the quality of our relationship, the quality of our marriage and this and that. Now, mind you, Donald, I'm his second marriage. He's my first, right? So we have similar views, but at the same time, as we were talking, we came to realize that we both were looking at it the same way, but I kind of looked at it a little different as far as a take, but it's like we wound up meeting in the middle, and it wound up being the same thing anyway. But Donald, as a disclaimer, Donald does not celebrate the number. So basically, the number of years together does not matter to him. The quality of all this time together is what matters. And for me, I was saying that I agree as well. The quality of the relationship definitely matters because I've had some bad quality relationships.
Hold on, it can't be bad quality relationships.
Well, poor quality.
I don't know. Oh, okay, bad quality. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
bad quality, poor quality relationships. It wasn't all bad, but it was bad enough not to be there. Yeah. Where are they now? They not here with me. But I also found myself reflecting on the number of years that we've been together. And so it had some interesting, not necessarily banter, but we had some interesting conversation about that. So I'll give my view, and then do you want to give your part, or do you want to speak first?
No, that's fine. I mean,
okay. All right. It's not a very big difference, but when I called and when I was telling Donald about it and what I was so thankful for in regards to, coming up on our 14th anniversary, like he'll just say anniversary, but I was like 14th, these 14 years. So I guess there is an emphasis on the amount of time that we've been together. So I will not negate that. But for me, I was doing that because I've been in several relationships throughout my lifetime. And honestly, the longest relationship was maybe about 2 years. And so to me, being with the same man, loving and liking the mess out of him for 14 years was a big deal to me, right? And, without getting into a whole bunch of stuff, just even from the very beginning of us dating and then deciding that we're going to become a couple. I don't have any kids. Donald's 2 girls were very young at the time. So there's going to be a blending of a family if we get together. That then happening, that me then getting pregnant with our son, just the whole way that our lives had to evolve with different things that were coming along. I was reflecting on the fact that in 14 years, everything that we've endured and overcome probably would have broke people up in certain instances, but our focus on keeping the main thing and filtering out any garbage or static is what allowed us to overcome and get through certain obstacles. Nothing tremendously big, but big enough to have your attention to then make an evolution. So I'm thinking about the evolution of us over the past 14 years. He's just looking at the evolution of us, period. So we're kind of saying the same thing, but I am emphasizing more on the amount of years that we were together and all the stuff that we went through. So it's still quality over quantity, but I am talking about the years, whereas he does not count the years, if I'm correct in speaking.
Well, I mean, I can't speak for you. That's why I'm sitting here listening and continuing to be a student of Mike Doe. So,
welcome to my class.
I just find it interesting, man. I think that I think you touched on it. You said keeping the main thing, and also that in which you focus on becomes your focal point. And so, if you focus on years, and you see people, they'll post, and there's nothing wrong with this. I mean, that's their, it's nothing wrong with it at all. But sometimes you can focus so much on years that you forget that, it's really about just having a quality relationship with someone and not just being binded in some sort of situation and doing time. And so we tend to give accolades to people for just doing time. Yeah, man. Oh, y'all been together for 30 years. Okay. I mean,
couples goals. We have no idea what y'all are going through.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all might hate each other, but y'all just sticking around because it's cheaper to keep her, You never know.
So I'm just like, I think that's why I don't get caught up in the years. And plus, as and it's no, no knock on you. I mean, that I've been in a failed marriage once. And I remember in that marriage where we edified all the years. I mean, the years were edified every time. Oh, happy, 5 years. Let's have a big thing, 5 years, 10 years, a big celebration. And it ended up being more about us making it 10 years than us really making it 10 years.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think coming out of that situation, I was like, man, it's going to be qualitative over quantitative moving forward. I mean, I'm not trying to just compile years. If you're in jail, you're trying to do time. So you want, hey, I got 20 years in, I'm almost out. But I don't want to be in prison.
Yeah, you're not in jail here.
I don't want to be in jail. I don't want to be in prison. So I'm just not that big on the years. And plus, throughout life, you'll see couple after couple that were looked at as couples goals. Oh, they've been married for 30, 40, 50 years. And then they get a divorce one day, and then you kind of find out that person been unhappy for the last 40 years.
Wow.
Or 30 years or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And so the only couple goals that we have are continuing to be better within ourselves. We don't look up to any other couples. I mean, we look up to each other, trying to get better every day within our own marriage. And so, that quality perspective is big with us, and it's just been the foundation of our entire relationship. So, everything is just about waking up every day, just trying to have a better marriage, and not just compiling years, just so I can feel like I'm doing. Oh, I got more years than you. Okay, congratulations, man. I think I said this at one of our business meetings where, some young lady, said something to me. I'm not trying to, about how long we had been doing something. And I said, well, I'm not trying to do it the longest. I'm trying to do it the best.
That's right.
I'm not trying to have the longest marriage. I'm trying to have the best marriage. That's my job. I want to have the best marriage. Yeah. I want to have the best relationship. I'm not looking to have the longest relationship. You can have a long, bad relationship.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So I want to have a long, good relationship. Give me 1 year with you. I would trade that over, anything else I've ever had prior to you. I didn't need a long time. So I don't know. I'm just really big on this quality thing. But some folks, I think when they don't have quality, they focus on quantity.
Yeah.
And then that becomes the focal point. And that's why people say to keep the main thing. Well, when the main thing is the number of years you have, that's what you're going to focus on.
Exactly.
Because that is the main thing for you, because that's all you probably really have. That's the foundation of everything. We got all these years in.
Yeah.
Right. And then, you start digging deep and you realize, okay, well, now I see why that's the foundation and the main thing, because that is the main thing with y'all. There is nothing else.
Yeah. And I think sometimes people that's one way where you can actually lose focus on, the relationship in itself. Because if you're just looking to be in it a long time, to be able to say, I've been with this person this amount of time, right? You're kind of not taking into account what you may actually need or what that person may actually need. I know, it's my first marriage, but even relationship wise, guys, if you all are not married, but you're in a relationship with somebody, you kind of got to think about, like, what's the qualities of this relationship that's keeping me here? And if you cannot, when you make a list, quality, quantity, if you cannot have more pros as to why you're here than cons, then you're just in it for the number.
But let me say this, Michael. Societal
Sometimes.
norms reward time. I mean, like,
Yeah.
We live in a world where, like, you can be in a relationship dating someone, and when you talk to your friends, oh yeah, we still together. Like, it's almost like a badge of honor. We've been through all these things, and we still together. I mean, it's just terrible, but we're still together. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
we got all these years in, and the years just become the priority. And that's why I say it's almost like doing time. I mean, I ain't never did no time, but I'm just saying, like, it's like you're just doing time. And, I just don't think that's not a healthy existence, to be in a relationship where you're just doing time. Like, y'all are just together and compiling year after year after year. So I don't know, man. So, but maybe I got the wrong, I'm willing to, to have my mindset challenged. I'm just not going to be the one that's going to be like, hey, happy 14th anniversary. I'm just like,
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
It literally feels like another day.
It really does.
It really does.
I'm glad you said that, because I was kind of feeling bad.
Yeah, it does, man. I mean, hey, we're about the business of loving each other every single day. So
That's right.
I'm not going to give you any extra or special love today. I mean,
because I get it every day.
I don't know. I feel like I'm feeling bad, like am I doing something wrong? But nah. But I just think that the day feels like a regular day. So we're actually in the office working.
Yeah. Actually, I feel like we've been working harder today than any of the other days. I mean, that just may be how it wound up today. But yeah. I mean, I agree. And like, you have this saying, not only do I love you, but I like you.
Yeah.
And I think that holds a lot of power, because, it's true, as you said, and we've said it in other podcasts that we've had, but just to reiterate, we all, the Bible commands us to love, right? So we love our family members, we love our friends, we love our partners, right? But that does not necessarily mean that because you love them, that you like them. And there is a difference. Yeah. There is a big difference at that, because you can love someone, but if you like them as well, you care about their well-being. You care about if you disappoint them. You care about if you let them down. You care about if you make a mistake or could possibly make a mistake. And so you think more about your actions and how you act, what you say, you think before you speak, and things like that when you truly do like that person, because there is an actual respect for the person. There are people that we love that we don't respect. There are people that we love that we don't necessarily like. When we see their name pop up on our phone, we're like, voicemail.
Yeah.
I'm busy. Call you
sure.
back. Text me, And so when you can have someone in your life, especially a spouse or a partner, you have them in your life, and when your phone lights up, your face lights up, that you like them. Not only do you love them, but you like them. And that's so, so important. So important.
Yeah, no, I concur on that for sure. Being liked is big. I mean, because sometimes in relationships you'll say, well, we get so caught up in love. But I believe you can love someone and still hurt them.
That's true.
I truly believe that. I believe you
agree.
can love someone and still do something to hurt them. But I feel like the people that I not only love but actually like, I'm not gonna do anything to hurt these people, man. Because like, you know, I mean, I genuinely like them. So it's like for you, like I genuinely love and like you. So I'm not gonna do anything to you that I wouldn't want done to me. So I'm just more conscious of how I'm moving, you know, because I genuinely like you. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think I think that sometimes people forget to do that. Oh, you know, we get so caught up in love. You know what I'm saying? Just, hey, you know, I love you. Oh, okay. Sometimes, a lot of times love isn't enough.
Yeah.
And I think people don't quite realize that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can love someone and still cheat on them. You can love someone and abuse them. You still love them. You still love them, right? But you just might not like that person.
No, obviously you don't like them. If you're cheating on them, abusing them, anything negative, you definitely don't like them.
Yeah, and I just feel like, I'm gonna be honest, man. I learned a lot from my failures in the past, and I think that when me and you got married, I felt like it was also my duty to show other people, especially the children, what love looks like. I felt like I had a duty to them to show them how to move in a marriage, and I didn't want to disappoint them. I didn't want to disappoint them by just doing time. Oh, we've been married for 10 years. Then they'll go out and get in a relationship and just do time. I think a lot of these young folks are doing time because they saw parents do time.
Yeah.
I saw mom and dad be married for 40, 50 years, and dad was never happy. Dad bought into happy wife, happy life BS. No such thing as happy wife, happy life. That does not exist. That's garbage. Because happy man is God's plan. I'm just saying. Everybody has to be happy, but men will be in these situations for 40, 50 years trying to make a woman happy because they bought into this fake notion that happy wife is a happy life, and it's just not true. It's just not true, you know. So, and so I think that because I know that we're on display 24/7. I mean, you sound like you want to. It's like you got a problem with. It's like you got a problem with that.
I happen to like that saying.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
But I get it though. I get it though, because it's not just about the woman. You know, did they make one for the man? Happy man.
Well, I told you. I said happy man is God's plan. Yeah, come on now.
Oh my God, you over here coming up with your own.
Yeah, I sure
lyrics.
am. Happy man is God's plan.
But tell you the truth, I like that though. So, you know, I feel like there can be happy wife, happy life. Happy man is God's plan.
Well, okay, you can have both.
We can have both.
But I
don't think it should be one-sided though.
Yeah,
but I do like the saying, but I don't
I
necessarily agree. Both parties should be prioritized.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. I thought you was going to mess up. I hit that cricket button over there.
What?
But
I've got the button, sir. You stay on your side of the table.
But no, man, I think that a lot of men, they get in relationships and then they adopt certain principles and they, you know, and it becomes a part of who they are. I just got to make my wife happy all the time. He's miserable.
Yeah.
He's miserable, but he's trying to make her happy all the time. And so he sacrifices his happiness. And honestly, the woman is selfish for allowing that to happen. And there's a lot of selfish women out here. You know, they will allow you to buy into certain fake, you know, ideals, knowing damn well that she's probably not even happy. You're all happy wife, happy life, and she's still not happy, right? You know, so it just doesn't work. But she's so selfish. She's allowing you to even buy into that and sacrifice all of your happiness. She's not understanding that this is a two-way street. Husband and wife both. You know, both making sure that each other's needs are being met emotionally and physically and every other way. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just I think we buy into this stuff kind of early, and we start doing time. I mean, we start getting caught up in years and all these other things, and we don't really look at the substance of these relationships. Because when you start doing that, then that's when you have to really start, you know.
Yeah, and that's when it may hit your pride. You know, I think it's a pride thing too, because nobody wants to admit that their relationship is failing or they're failing their spouse or whatever, you know, in the relationship. And I think that's why when you made the comment about people being married 20, 30 years and then out the blue, you know, they divorce. There are people that are sticking together just for the kids. So then when the kids like grow up and graduate and start a life of their own, all of a sudden everything falls apart because the only reason why you were together is now gone. The glue that was keeping you together is gone.
And Michael, let me interject here. You stay married for the kids.
Yeah.
The kids eventually leave you and put their spouse before you. You put the kids before your spouse. Yes. Kids get married, leave your house, and put whoever they married before you, and you mad. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, man. Yeah. So that's why when it comes to that whole topic about who comes first and all this kind of stuff. I mean, like the kids know, mom and daddy come first. Like they don't play that. We're after them. I mean, they're gonna look out for each other first. I mean, and of course, because we value each other and the family structure, the kids benefit greatly from that. So I don't even really like that discussion because it gives the impression that somehow you ain't taking care of the kids. You're only taking care of each other. But us taking care of each other is in the best interest of the children, right? But I think that's been one of the things that has been instrumental in our marriage is because, I think, like I said, because I failed before, I came, once I got married the second time, I was like, hey, well, let me make sure we establish this from day one. Like, it's me and you, then it's the kids, right? So as long as we do that, we're going to always be happy. Because you think about it, we got 3 kids, 2 of them are already gone. And now we got a son, he's 12, so he'll be gone here, shortly.
Yes.
Right. And it'll just be me and you. And if me and you ain't good,
then we won't have that neither.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing, man. That's why, I'm really big on the qualitative aspect of marriage. And I just don't get caught up in years, man. I just don't. And it's going to be hard to change me on that.
I'm not trying to change you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I'm not trying to change you because thank God we have the type of relationship where we don't have to have the same views, but we still respect each other's views. Yeah, so I respect that, I do respect that because I see where you're coming from in regards to that. If you have a main, what is it, influence? What am I trying to say? If you have a main, like concentration on the number and not necessarily what it is that you're celebrating, I can see how the number may become more important than what you're even celebrating. You're celebrating the number. You're not celebrating your achievements, your marriage, all the different steps and ways of evolution that you've had. You're putting a number to it.
Yeah.
So I totally get that. I may start not using the number right now. I still do, but I'm not concentrating on the number.
Yeah.
Or maybe I am and just don't realize. Maybe indirectly I am.
And listen, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that, I'm just trying to keep the main thing. I'm just trying to focus on, for me personally, what I believe is the main thing. And, it doesn't mean that someone saying that, 14, 15, whatever the years are, there's something wrong with that. I'm just telling you my perspective. I'm gonna be honest. After being married to you for a couple of years, I remember thinking one time, man, if anything ever happened to this woman, and I'll be at the funeral talking, and people would be crying and saying, "Oh, Donald, I'm so sorry." I just envisioned myself telling them, "Listen, man, don't cry for me. I had a good life. Cry for the people in here that never felt what I felt. I'm good. I'm in good. I'm good. I mean, that's just how I feel. So
Thank you.
If something happened to you tomorrow, I would just feel I'm blessed. I mean, so like I'd be at the funeral, man, smiling, like, what I'm saying, of course I'd be, sad, but on the inside, I'm like, man, I had a great life. There's folks that they lived an entire life and they never were loved. They were never liked. They never had a quality partnership. They just existed. Right. And so I'm just like, man, hey, so I live every day like it might be my last as it pertains to you. And you do the same with me. So it's like, hey, something happened to me. I want you to be up there smiling like, girl, I lived a good life. Cry for the rest of these folks out here in the congregation. I'm good. I had it made.
Y'all might as well go downstairs and eat the cornbread, collard greens, and fried chicken that the church got for you for the repast. I'm good. Matter of fact, I'm out.
Man, I ain't messing with you, man.
Oh my God.
But listen, man. Today was our anniversary.
Yes.
And we just kind of wanted to talk a little bit because just focusing on the quality of our partnership, our marriage partnership. I look at it all the same at this point. Like, it's funny, even that's been an evolution for me too. Just understanding that a marriage has to be more than a marriage. It's a partnership.
Yeah.
Even a business of sorts, even though we're in business together, but I'm just saying. So just kind of wanted to talk to everybody today on our anniversary, and wanted to drop something in reference to, quality versus quantity. So listen, this is going to conclude the episode of Free Game Don D, Life, Family, and Business. Please hit subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button. Thank you.